Hey everyone, Doug Klutz here, and I want to say a special congratulations to all of the spring 2018 graduates. I know it's a very exciting time for you, but also probably a somewhat intimidating time in terms of what your next career move is going to be. And I want that to be the focus of this video today, talking about some tips and strategies for recent graduates and what your next career move is, whether that's applying to full-time jobs or whether that's enrolling into an advanced degree program, law school, graduate program, whatever you might be doing with your career path. So let's start by talking about some different strategies if you are applying to full-time jobs, some things that I think can really be helpful in your job search. And the first point that I always start with recent graduates applying to full-time jobs is applying to full-time jobs is a full-time job in and of itself. It's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of energy, it's going to most likely be a somewhat frustrating process, but that's to be expected because remember, you just need that one hit, you just need that one opportunity to get your career off the ground and running. So the first thing I always tell recent graduates, don't get discouraged when you start applying to full-time jobs. A lot of times I see students, they'll apply for maybe 5 jobs and they won't get any kind of positive feedback. Maybe they don't hear back at all, or they get a rejection, and they get really discouraged and they start kind of panicking. But the reality of the situation in today's job market, you're most likely going to be applying to a lot of different jobs before you get that one that gets your career off the ground and you get that first entry-level experience. So there's not a magic number, but just know that it might take upwards of 50 jobs or even in excess of applying to 50 jobs before you get that one opportunity for that first entry-level full-time work experience. So treat it like a full-time job applying to jobs. Don't get too enamored by one specific job. You can have your dream job out there or one that you really want, but if it ultimately doesn't work out, don't get discouraged. Just apply and move on. You do want to take time on your individual applications to somewhat tailor them to the job description. You don't just want to have like a spam approach where you just spam out your resume to 100 different jobs at once. You want to put a nice personalized touch, especially when you're dealing with a cover letter, and you want to try to focus on what you will bring to the table to that specific job. But just know that the reality of the situation, you're going to be applying to a lot of different jobs most likely before you get that one feedback from an employer where you're going to come in and start your entry-level work experience. The second thing I always tell recent graduates that are on the job market, have geographical flexibility. And actually I filmed a video a few weeks ago and posted that on the importance of geographical flexibility. But the more openness you can have to moving to different areas of the country, the more job opportunities you're going to have. One of the most limiting factors I see for recent graduates, they say, I have to work in this state and preferably in this specific city, and that's it. I'm not open to really any other alternatives. That's going to be extremely limiting in your field. You might get lucky, but if you really want to maximize your employment chances, especially being relevant to what you want to do in your career field, you want to have as much geographical flexibility as possible. And that doesn't mean that you have to, work somewhere that you really don't want to be long term. You don't have to stay there 10, 15 years. You could put in a couple years, get that entry-level experience, and then move along. But again, try to be as open to different opportunities, geographically speaking, as possible. The third thing that I would really suggest you focus on if you're starting to apply to full-time jobs as a recent graduate, utilize those keywords and phrases in the actual job description in your cover letter and resume. Don't just spam out that resume and have it the same wording for every single type of job you're applying to. Spend some time looking at the job descriptions. And I posted a video on the importance of keywords a few weeks ago as well on my YouTube channel. But spend some time looking at the individual job descriptions and see those keywords and phrases and try to incorporate them, if you possess those skills, in your resume and cover letter. That can be really beneficial as more and more employers utilize the keyword scanning resume search tools and technologies. You want your resume and cover letter to rank high on their rating scales. If not, you might not even get referred to the selecting officials. So check out that video I posted a few weeks ago on the importance of keywords. I can't stress that enough, because a lot of students, they might say, well, I've been applying to a lot of jobs, but I haven't gotten any positive feedback. And the first thing I always ask them, are you utilizing those keywords and phrases from the actual job descriptions in your application material? Now, let's say that you're a recent graduate and you're not going to be applying full-time jobs. You're going to be entering a law program, or you're going to be entering a graduate program. The number one thing that I recommend is networking. Use it as a full-time networking opportunity. Even though you're going to be going through another process of school again, network. Get to know your professors, join student organizations, go to career building opportunities through your program, and whether that program be 2 or 3 years maybe, utilize those years as various networking opportunities. Don't forget the importance of pursuing internships, especially over the summer. If you're not really going to be doing any kind of coursework over the summer, you're going to have some free time, try to complete internships in graduate school or a law school program. You will always want to have new networking opportunities, meet people in your field, and that is really going to pay dividends after you finish your advanced degree program. Sit down with your professors, explain what you want to do with your career path, get their insights, and again, utilize that as a networking opportunity. Remember, professionalism is always key, especially when you're going into these graduate programs and law school programs. You really want to always maintain professionalism. So hopefully this helps, and again, congratulations. I know it's an exciting time in your life, but it's important to strategize and plan that next move in your career path. So take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.